Hello everyone, my name is Rida and today we'll be having a lesson on recipe costing. Over here we are given out ingredients with their equivalency and the portion size and price per unit. So let's calculate the costing for the first ingredient, which is beef soup base. So over here the portion size was 4 tablespoons and we know that 16 tablespoons is equal to 1 cup, and as the equivalency we have 2 cups which is equal to 1.5. And the price per unit is 10.25 divided by 7 ounces. The 7 ounces I got it by multiplying 2 times 3.5, which is equal to there's 2 packs in one case, and each weighs about 3.5 lbs. So I simply multiplied that and I got 7 lbs. And when I put this into my calculator, like 4 times 1.5 divided by 16 divided by 2, I got 27 cents as my answer. Let's put that on Excel and see what we get. When I put in my calculation, this is what my equation looks like. So this is 4 times 1.5 divided by 16 divided by 2 times 1025 divided by 7, and when I press enter, I get 27 cents. Let's move on to the next ingredient. So over here we have the yellow peppers. So the portion size were 2 each, and we know 3 lb is equal to 1. 3 each is equal to 1 lb, as we can see at the equivalency, and we know that 2.2 lb gives 1 kg. Times the price per portion, which is 625 divided by 1 kg, and when we put that into our calculator, 2 divided by 3 times divided by 2.2 times 625, we get 189 as our price. Let's put that on our Excel. This is what my equation looks like. This is 2 divided by 3 divided by 2.2 times 625, and when we press enter, we get 189 as our price. Let's move on to the next one, which is canned peach. So over here, our portion size is 185 ml, as you can see over here, and we know that 235 ml is equal to 275 grams, as that's our equivalency, and times 28.4 grams is 1 ounce. So we know that it is equal to 1 ounce, times the price per unit, which is 31.75 divided by 600 ounce, and I got 600 ounce by, we know that, over here it's 6 times 100, and the 6 is 6 cans in each case, and each weigh about 100 ounce. So I just simply multiplied that and I got 600 ounces. And this is what my equation looks like. 185 times 275 divided by 235 divided by 28.4 times 31.75 divided by 600 ounces, and I get 40 cents as my price. Let's put that on our Excel. This is what my equation looks like. 185 times 275 divided by 235 divided by 28.4 times 31.75 divided by 600 ounces, and when I press enter, I get 40 cents. Now let's move on to the last one, which is assorted cream cookies. For this one, it says 2 packs for the portion size, and we know 1 pack is equal to 3 cookies, as we can look at the equivalency, and the portion size is the price per unit is $32.99 divided by 550 cookies. So we would do 2 packs times 3 cookies divided by $32.99 divided by 550, and we get 36 cents. Let's put this on Excel and see if we get this. So this is what my equation looks like. 2 times 3 times $32.99 divided by 550, and when I press enter, I get 36 cents. So now let's move on to the next part, which is finding the cost for 72. So for this one, what we simply do is we take 25, which is costing for 1, multiply by 72, which is the new serving size. And over here, I'm going to do something called absolute cell referencing, which is the F4 key. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to command Excel to stick to that same number, which 72, because that's a common number, and I'm going to use that for all my other cells. So I'm going to command Excel to stick to that number. And when I press enter, it's going to give me the costing. And I'm just going to make sure if this is the right number, that if this is what I would get using the calculator, because sometimes Excel does not round it. So let's make sure if we get 1974. Okay, so when I use my calculator, I get 1944. So this means that it did not round. So what we're going to do is we're going to command Excel to round it. So I'm going to put the round formula on the costing for 1. So round, and we're going to round that to 2 decimal places. So in order to do that, we would put comma 2, and that indicates 2 decimal places. If we wanted 3, then we would put comma 3. So I'm going to press enter. As you can see, we got 1944. Now I'm going to drag that down so that it copies it to, I'm not going to do that because we have different measurements. So I'm going to copy this down. And now I also checked these calculations, and these are not what I got. I got different numbers. For this one, it's 136 and 8 cents. So let's put the round formula for all the other 3, and I'll show you what I get at the end. As you can see, the numbers have changed because I've used the round formula for all the other 2, and I got the right answer. Now let's move on to the next one. I'm going to do the same thing as I did over here, just simply multiplying it by using the cost per one, multiplied by 130. And again, I'm going to use the F4 key, the absolute cell referencing, because I want Excel to stick to that same number. I'm going to press enter, I'm going to drag it down. And now I'm going to do the same thing over here as well. And when I press enter, it's going to give me the costing, and I'm just going to drag that down. And there you go, these are the right numbers. Okay, so let's move on to the next part. So here, for this one, these are the ingredients, and over here we're given out the serving size for 40. Before, we were given out the serving size for 1. So now it's the same thing, it's just we are given out the serving size are different. So we have 7, so the ingredient is split yellow peas. So the portion size is 7 cups, and we know 1 cup is equal to 227 ml times 1000 ml, which is equal to 1.8 kg. I use, instead of 1 liter, I use 1000 ml because we want the units to match, and times the unit per price, price per unit, sorry, which is 25.50 divided by 5.4. I simply multiplied 6 by 0.9 and I got 5.4 kgs. And when I put this equation into my calculator, I get 1351. Let's try that on our Excel. Put it in. This is what my equation looks like. 7 times 2, 27 times 1.8 divided by 1000 times 2550. Sorry, forgot the 0. Divided by 5.4, and when I press enter, we got 1351. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Over here we have pairs, so it's 6 cups, the portion size, and we know 1 cup is equal to 227 grams times, so I switched the 0.20 kgs to 200 grams because we want both units to match, and this is also equal to 1 pair times the price per unit, which is 1302 divided by 4 kgs per bag, and I switched that to number of pairs because 1 pair weighs about that many kgs, so I simply just divided those two and I got multiplied those two and I got 20 pairs. And when I put that into my calculator, I got 443 as my price. Let's put that on our Excel and see if we get the same. What my equation looks like. And again, I got 20 by multiplying the 4 by 0.2 and I got 20 pairs. So the equation is 6 times 227 divided by 200 times 1325 divided by 20, and I press enter, I got 43. Let's move on to the next one. So over here we have the steak beef, and our equivalency is 3.5 ounces is equal to 130 grams. So the portion size were 10 cups, and again we know 1 cup is equal to 227 grams, and when we look at the equivalency, 130 grams is equal to 3.5 ounces, and we know both of the units match, so cups and grams, they all cancel out each other, times the price per unit, which is 8.99 divided by 1 lb, which is also equal to 16 ounces. So I just switched that to 16 ounces, and when I put that into my calculator, 10 times 227 times 3.5 divided by 130 times 899 divided by 16, I get 34. Let's put that on our Excel. So this is what my equation looks like. So over here, the next one is natural belly bars. So now the portion size is 92 grams, and the equivalency was 1 bar is equal to 400 grams, and 10 bars is equal to 1 box. So the grams and grams cancel out each other. 46 grams is equal to 1 bar. We know that by looking at this. Times the price per unit, which was $3.99 divided by 230 grams. And this 230 gram is also, it's for a box, so which is also equal to 10 bars. So we know both of the units match on both sides. So it'd be 9 grams divided by 46 times 3.99 divided by 10. We get 80 cents as our price. Let's put that on our Excel. This is what my formula looks like. When I press enter, I get 80 cents. Okay, so now let's move on to the next ingredient, which is garlic cloves. So now for this one, we have 10 cloves as our portion size, and we know 12 cloves is equal to 80 grams when we look over here. That's the equivalency, and we know 454 gram is 1 lb, times the price per unit, which is 23.55 divided by 5 lb, as we can look over here. And when I put that into my calculator, which is 10 times 80 divided by 12 divided by 454 times 23.55 divided by 5 lbs, I get 69 cents as my price. Let's put that on our Excel and see if we get the same thing. So this is what my equation looks like. 10 times 80 divided by 12 divided by 454 times 23.55 divided by 5, and when I press enter, I get 69 cents. Okay, so now we have to cost for the ingredients. So to do that, we basically need to add all of these up, and I'm going to use the sum formula, and I'm going to drag that down, close brackets, enter, and we get 53.77. And when I used my calculator, I got the same thing. Okay, for the percent, we would take the total cost of ingredient and multiply it by 0.05 because that's the decimal for 5%. And we press enter, and we get 269. And when I use my calculator, that is what I have. So now for the total cost, we need to add both of these up. So again, I'm going to use the sum formula and add these up. close brackets, enter, and we get 56.46. And I got, so 53.77 plus 269. Yes, I got 56.46 as my answer for total cost. Okay, now for the selling price, we need the portion size to cost for the selling price. So calculate the portion size. We would need the total cost, and we'll need to divide that by the number of servings or the portion, which is 40. And when I press enter, I got 141, and that is what I have when I use my calculator. So now for the selling price, it will be equal sign, open brackets, 100 divided by 30. It's always, so if you have like 40%, so it will be 100 divided by 40. If you have 69%, 100 divided by 69. So 100 is always there, and you would always divide the 100 by the percent that you have. So 100 divided by 32, close brackets, and then multiply that by the portion size to get the selling price. And when I press enter, I got 441. And when I use my calculator to find that out, that is what I got, 441. Okay, now for costing for 1, this is simply easy. You just take the costing for 40 and divide it by number of serving, and you get the costing for 1. So it'd be equal sign costing for that divided by 40. And because it's going to be like the same number for all my other ingredients, like 40, the serving size would be the same for all my other ingredients, I'm going to use something called absolute cell referencing, which is going to command Excel to stick to that same number for all my other ingredients. And then I'm going to press enter. So now if I can simply drag it down, it's going to calculate for all my other ingredients. I don't need to manually put in the formula, and that is because I use the absolute cell referencing, which is the F4 key. And now I'm going to do the same thing over here, but instead of dividing, I'm going to multiply, and I'm going to use the costing for 1. So it would be costing for 1 multiplied by 250, and again, I'll be using the F4 key, the absolute cell referencing, because the 250 is the common number for this cell, these rows. So this row, sorry. So I'll be using the F4 key and enter, and then I'm going to drag that down. Okay, so let's recheck if these calculations are correct, because sometimes Excel does not round for us. And so when I do 34 cents times 250, I get 85. So see, as I told you, it did not round it up. So what I'm going to do is over here on this cell, I'm going to put in the round formula, and I'm going to round that to 2 decimal places. So I'll put comma 2. That comma 2 indicates how many decimal places you want it to round by. So if I put 3, it'll round it by 3. So comma 2, I'm going to close brackets and enter. And as you can see, the numbers has changed. It's now $85. So now I'm going to drag this down so it copies that formula to all my other numbers. And so you can see all the numbers over here change. That means it did not round for all my other ingredients. So now as I put in the round formula, it rounded for all my other ingredients, as you can see. Okay, now moving on to the next part, which is calculating the amount of ingredients needed for 120 servings. So over here, when we look over here, we have the amount of ingredients that are needed for 40 servings. Okay, these are the amount. So what we can do is we can take, so the equal sign, and then we can take the amount of ingredients that are for each serving and divide it by 40. And then I'm going to multiply that by 120, because I want to find out how much is for these many people. So now over here for 40 and 120, I'm going to be using that absolute cell referencing again, because again, we know that those are going to be the 2 common numbers that I'll be using for all my other ingredients. So again, I'm going to command Excel to stick to those numbers as I autofill. And I'm going to stick to that 3 decimal places. I'm not going to change it. I'm going to leave it to 3 decimal places. And we'll do the same thing for the next one. It'll be equal sign 7 divided by 40. And then it'll be absolute cell referencing again over here. So the absolute cell referencing times 325, absolute cell referencing, enter. And again, I'm going to stick to the 3 decimal places. I'm not going to change that. And okay, over here, let's increase the decimal, and I'm going to autofill it so it copies for all my other ingredients. And there you go. We have calculated for the ingredients, the recipe costing for all these ingredients and items. Thank you so much. I hope that helped.